Hi there, this is Jeanette for Whimsy Stamps, and today I wanted to share with you a quick project for your Thanksgiving table setting. I have created these little doilies with the Give Thanks sentiment stamped in the middle. Using some Whimsy products, I used the Give Thanks clear stamp set as well as the Doodle doily die. So here I'm just showing you the different components. I'm going to be using some Neenah cardstock as well as some beautiful basil gold paper. These are Spellbinder Circle Nestabilities, and I chose the smaller one so that it would cut pretty close around the sentiment that I'm stamping, and then the larger one will serve to cut some mats. I'm just stamping the images onto the cardstock using some Versamark. I'm going to put about 6 on the paper here. You could certainly do more at the same time. This is a great project for doing some sort of assembly line type of work. So you can do as many or as few as you want. I thought 6 was sort of a good number to share with you. And before I started stamping, I did run my little embossing buddy sack over it, and that just removes any static so that you don't have too much powder sticking to the paper where you don't want it to stick. So this is some Wow embossing powder. This is the Rich Pale Gold, I believe it's called, and it's a really beautiful color. It's not too yellow, so I really like using it on my projects. I'll just sort of try to get most of the powder back into the little jar there. I did miss some areas, so I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle over top of them again, and then you just want to sort of tap the back, make sure that any extra powder is sort of flicked away. Then I used my heat gun to melt the embossing powder, and now I'll just position this smaller circle die over the sentiment. I put some post-it tape there just to hold it in place so it didn't move around, and then you just go ahead and just cut all the rest. Just be careful to line everything up, and that's my last one being cut. So the next die I chose for my mat is just slightly bigger. You can see it's just a tiny bit bigger, and I'll be using this gold sort of matte paper to cut it out with. This goes a little faster because you don't have to sort of fuss around with sort of matching the die over the image. You can just sort of cut wherever you like. So I did another 6 of those. For the doily, I'm going to lay down this metal shim right underneath my Neenah cardstock, and then I'll put the die over top of that. And that just helps give you a really nice clean cut by just running it through your Big Shot one time. Just going to pull that out, and you'll see that there are some pieces still stuck inside, but it's pretty easy to get rid of those. I'll show you that in a minute. Just cut another one while I'm here. So I'm just going to take, this is a Tim Holtz craft pick, I think it's called, and I'm just sort of running it over top all the little holes, and you can see the paper is just sort of falling out. So you don't really have to poke at it too much. You just sort of run something sharp alongside the top of it, and everything falls out. So now I'm just going to take a look at what it all looks like together and decide if I want to add anything more. You could certainly color the leaves with some Copic markers or add some gemstones on top of the berries. And you could even change up the color palette for sure to match your china or the flowers that are going to be on your table. For me, my china is white and gold, so I'm just sort of sticking with these 2 colors. I really like how it looks together. I don't think it needs any extra embellishment. And then I'll just go ahead and just glue everything else together. So this is where doing it assembly line style would really be helpful. In reality, doing 2 or doing 10 or doing 15, it doesn't take a whole lot more time to do the extra ones because you're just sort of stamping everything together and then you're die cutting everything together, so it goes very quickly. I'm using my ATG glider adhesive gun, and it is one of my favorite products to use. So this doily here, I did not remove all the little holes, so I'll just go ahead and do that. See how quick that is. So that's 2 of them done. And I thought I'd share with you how it would look. This is my good china, so this is how it will look on my Thanksgiving table. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this inspired you to create something for your Thanksgiving table. A full list of supplies and links can be found below this video on YouTube or on my blog. Thanks for watching.